Hey everyone, okay, so today is a product rave. Now before we get into the product, because this is an incredible rave and it's truly my favorite concealer of all the ones I've got so far, and sycophantic wording, this is not sponsored in any way, shape or form. No money has been exchanged. Let's make a start. So, Born This Way Concealer. This is absolutely amazing. Now I want to talk to you about a few things and then we'll get on and I'll kind of show you a few things. First of all, 15 mils of product. 15 mils, which is almost unheard of for a concealer. Absolutely brilliant. Now, my favorite concealer is NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is better. In fact, not only is this better, but you get over double the amount for practically the same price. Bargain. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that this has been is a sort of a replica of Shape Tape. Absolutely. But this has a really beautiful, radiant finish to it. Now it comes with bells and whistles and claims about 12 long wear and all that kind of stuff. I don't really care about any of that stuff because none of it ever holds true. What does hold true is that this is an incredible concealer that gives full coverage. Now, depending on how you use it, depends on how much coverage you're going to get. So it comes in this dough applicator, which I don't know, there you go. And you get to apply this Instagram crazy or dot it for your concealed coverage. Now there's 20 shades in total, from incredibly fair shades like Snow, and they go right the way up to the deepest range. Now these correspond to foundation shades as well, with the Born This Way foundation, which I've already spoke about years ago. Love it, I think it's great. I think it's absolutely fantastic. So let's get on with it. I'm going to show you kind of two different variations. So we're going to do one side a bit heavier and one side a bit not. So I'm going to use light beige and let's just hope for the best. Because there's that fly again, it's taunting me because it knows I won't kill it. So this side we're going to go a little bit lighter. Okay, so a couple of dots. And on this side we're going to go with the whole kind of heavy sort of concealer. I don't know why I'm looking over there. I've got a bloody mirror in front of me. Honest to God, Wayne, what is wrong with you? And then, because we don't want to waste any product, we'll do a little bit down the nose, yada, yada, yada. So, I'm going to deal with this side first. I quite like to use, you can see you get instantly full coverage. I quite like to use a brush and start to kind of diffuse the product. God, you get a lot of product. And then I like to go in with a beauty blender and just kind of pat and press that into the skin. And this way that I just kind of showed, going underneath the eye like that, that's a really good way of sharpening up your eyeshadow look with a brush underneath. So really great. So let's just blend this in. That's a bit marvelous. And now we'll use the standard beauty blender and go for it. So you can see you're going to get a lot of coverage underneath the eyes. Be gone, fly! Now, what you need to think about is, I'd rather have a concealer that has too much coverage than a concealer that doesn't have enough, because I can always use less. I can blend rather than having to use a lot of product and start to burn through it really, really quickly. Now, even with this amount of coverage, it still has a radiant, it's not a flat matte finish, which, even though you tend to powder under the eye, so that kind of factor dissipates, it's kind of nicer because it doesn't look as bad underneath the eyes. So let's just get rid of whatever that is that's just hanging around. Maybe it's that fly. Gone! And I just want to make sure that everything here is blended, and then we'll set with some powder. So we're going to set with Born This Way, the translucent powder. Spoken about it before. Really, really, really good powder. So I'm actually going to powder this side heavy. Now this powder has a light reflecting finish to it. This does sound like a sponsored video, doesn't it? But it really isn't, I promise. I've never been sponsored by Too Faced, and I doubt I never will be. and I'm okay with that. And on this side, we're going to use the brush, and we're just going to set it with powder. I'm using one of my brushes, Wayne Goss brush. I highly recommend it. If you don't have one, you're missing out. Now, if you want to, I've actually powdered, so this is a ridiculous thing to do, but I'm okay with it. You can use the deeper shades to add a bit of, see how little I'm using? A bit of dimension to the face. So I'm going to use just a touch, and then I'm just going to blend this with my brush, and then I'm going to blend it with the Beauty Blender. So that looks a bit mental. That's okay. I always think with contouring that it's really rare to be able to contour somebody's face so that it looks like bones. I kind of prefer the whole, especially, you know, if you are, unless you actually can see the bones of the face anyway, you're really not going to fool anyone. I think contouring and this kind of stuff is just to add a bit of dimension to the face so that your foundation and all the rest is not all one flat, dull color. And this is filmed, by the way, in 4K. So what you see is pretty much what you get. That's pretty good, blending it out like that. That's pretty nice. Let's add some blusher. So I just picked up this one because it's the first one that I picked up, and it is Love Glow. I'm just going to knock it off, and I'm just going to apply a little bit just because your face, you know, you need a little bit of color. Dun dun! Pretty good, huh? Honest to God, I can't say enough good things. Now, before we leave, I'm going to speak to you about one more product from Born This Way. This is not sponsored, I swear. I swear. So, this is their setting spray, right? Now, let me tell you, this ain't no setting spray. It don't set makeup. Because very few setting sprays set makeup. I've spoken about them indefinitely. Skindinavia does set makeup. This does not set makeup. What it does do is if you've gone really, really heavy with powder, really heavy, you know who you are. Guilty! So you've gone fucking mental with it. You know? Come on, let's pack this bitch on. Let's use a bit more. Look at that. Just popping out for some milk. If you've gone too heavy with powder, this product will get rid of that better than pretty much any other setting sprays, which I don't think are setting sprays. Skindinavia setting spray, these not setting sprays, but this makes the makeup look normal again. And just a few spritz, just let it dissipate, and you can see instantly because it's taking away that heavy powder look. I use this in the daytime over mineral makeup because I think it looks really great, but most of the time I use Skindinavia because it's just my favorite. But there you go, 4K, this is what it looks like. This is a hell of a concealer. I love it, I absolutely love it. I think it's better than NARS. In fact, I think it is better than NARS, and it's better because there's more product for the same price, and that really, really sticks out for me. I think you should get product when you pay for something. I think you should get not 1 gram. I don't think you should get like 3 grams. I think you should get a lot of product. So that's what I think with stuff like this. You know, because here in the UK you get grams, so it's like 3 grams of concealer. That's 3 mils of concealer. That's a dribble. 15 mils. That's half of a foundation bottle. Bloody marvelous. 4K. Is my chin red? I can't use that, can I? Oh. I can't use that either. That's the bloody contour one. Now, I could go out like this. Now, I'm a bit funny about going out with makeup on. I don't really like it personally. Bit of mineral makeup, fine, no one can see it on. I don't want anyone to ever go, I think he's wearing makeup. I just don't feel comfortable. It doesn't sit well with me. I could go out as I am right now. This looks pretty good, pretty bloody good. And it's nighttime. What can I say? Links down there in the description bar for UK and US. Bizarrely enough, I got some of these from Cult Beauty and then suddenly they were join the wait list. Now they didn't sell out. I think they sold them too early. I might be mistaken. But there's links down there for US and UK. There you go. What a long ass video. I won't be editing much of this out either. See you next time. Bye bye.